This video is powered by the pros at Pascal Air Plumbing and Electric. Arkansas owned, Arkansas operated. GoPascal.com.
Longtime NFL linebacker, former Auburn linebacker, former Pro Bowler, Takeo Spikes joining us, member of the SEC Network coverage of college football. Takeo, appreciate you joining us today. How's SEC Media Days been treating you this week?
Matt Jones.
Yo.
Matt Jones. Listen, man, listen. One of my all-time favorites. I don't know if you ever knew that, bro, but I really appreciate what you brought to the game, man.
Takeo, I love your work. I was always a big fan of yours, and I did want to ask you a little bit about Cadillac and Hugh Freeze keeping Cadillac there. I thought that was the best decision he made when he got the job there at Auburn.
Oh, no doubt, because of the I was telling somebody earlier, what Cadillac brought to the table was he simplified everything.
Mm-hmm.
He intentionally did not talk X's and O's when he went to the public camera because I asked him why, and he wanted to make sure that guys lived in the moment and they realized you're part of the 1% that wish they could play this game. And he made guys stay in the moment, play in the moment, and appreciate the fact that the Auburn people not only just paid good money for you to come out there and see you play, but don't lose sight of the ones who came before you are supporting you. So regardless of however you may feel about the coach who just left, it's about now and your resume. And that's the thing I appreciate about Cadillac so much. And I appreciate Hugh Freeze keeping him on because all of the guys love him. He's an instrumental coach, and you know his record speaks for itself when it comes to proving product on the field.
No, his passion is unmatched. I mean, you could tell his enthusiasm to be an Auburn Tiger, and he's an alum. And so that was and just that message that you just said. You could see it from afar going on as well.
Yeah, man, it was tremendous, and the energy is what it's all about. Having the right energy and then bringing the schematics along with it. So hopefully Hugh Freeze will be able to bring that to the table.
Yeah, there's a certain kind of energy at Auburn that's different from most places across the country. It's just a different place, you know, with the politics that are in play, and I mean the campus politics that are in play in the athletics department, and sometimes things blow up, and it blew up under Brian Harsin. But when it works, when it clicks, it's a really dangerous place. Is Freeze the right guy to make this a dangerous place for the rest of the SEC?
I think he is because, you know, yeah, of course for the SEC, but for me, I'm not even looking at it so much from the SEC perspective right now. I think the biggest thing he said yesterday, guys, was when he got on that podium, he was like, I want to create a roster that's going to be able to compete with the upper echelon of teams. Georgia, two-time national champs back-to-back. You look at Alabama, the golden standard. And now you also have to bring into the equation LSU. And he's went and done that throughout the portal. Now, he also made mention of, do I think we're better than them or can we compete right now? No. But he didn't lose sight of stating we are a better Auburn team than we were in the past just off of roster additions. So we will see what will happen over the next month when the schematics are being put in, when the pressure is applied in the quarterback room. Peyton Thorne, Robbie Ashford are going up against each other. That's going to be big, and I think whenever you have competition pushing each other, I think you get the best out of all guys, and so that's what we're looking forward to.
I would be a little nervous that he's talking about a two-quarterback situation because we saw that blow up at Arkansas, but that might also just be, you know, preseason talk before camp. What are your impressions of the Razorbacks going into Sam Pittman's fourth year? Things to improve upon, things you like about this program under Coach Pittman?
Well, I like teams that really don't beat themselves. And I start with the turnover margin. I want to say the Arkansas last year, they was even on the turnover margin. So whenever you do that, you want to be on the plus side. But whenever you don't have self-inflicted wounds, that's always a good thing. The other thing that I really appreciate, bringing in Dan Enos. I think I said his last name right. If I didn't, please correct me.
You did.
But the idea of having KJ Jefferson, having him to be able to take snaps under center, for me, I immediately think of if he's going under center and Rocket Sanders is still behind, and mind you, that's the second leading rusher, they're going to have some I formation runs. And a lot of teams don't see I formation runs anymore just because everybody is out of the pistol. Now, what does that bring on the defensive side? What makes it so hard? Well, if you don't see it all the time, if you don't even see it sometimes, that means you don't practice against it. Now, I formation defensively, as a defensive unit, you have to fit your gaps perfectly. And if you don't get a chance to practice those type of runs, it's going to be a long day because you will get creased. So I just think from a schematic side, I kind of like that. We'll see how that plays out. I know he's going to be bringing in instrumentation of the tight ends and different formations and all of that. So I think it's going to be good. But at the end of the day, you don't have anything if you don't have KJ, because KJ means that much to his team. It's crazy to even see what he was able to put up. 2,500 yards passing, 500 yards rushing, and he's done that for several years. If he do that again this year, he will tie Tim Tebow as the top leading quarterback to be able to put those type of stats up in SEC history. That's huge.
Yeah, I think he will. I think KJ's going to have a big year. Now we got now this defense at Arkansas needs some work. We don't have any Takeo Spikes on this defense, but we did get a Travis Williams, an Auburn alum, to come in and be our D coordinator. What is he going to do, and how does this defense need to improve if Arkansas is going to have any success this year?
Well, the good thing, I know he went and got some inside help. Trajan Jeffcoat came down in the interior defensive line. And this is what I do want to say, and Matt, we definitely need to keep in contact, but defensively, when I looked at Arkansas last year up under the leadership of Barry Odom, I didn't think when I saw the guys play, I didn't think that it was just the lack of talent. Sure, you can always upgrade in talent. They got beat, it seemed to me, as if they were not sure where they were supposed to align and how to play certain coverages. Sometimes when they got beat on the pass coverages, they were just aligned the wrong way and not utilizing the help of the free safety. And I'm talking about nickelbacks. I'm talking about corners. And that's the little things that's easily correctable. So the one thing I do know is this with Travis. Travis, typically he likes to bring pressure, but he's not going to bring pressure if he feels like his corners are going to be on an island.
You can't ask him.
You can't ask him to do that.
You can't ask him to do something they're not capable of doing. And every coach, that's right on. Takeo, get my number from Ty right there, man, and shoot me a text whenever.
Okay, gotcha.
Takeo, it's really enjoyable listening to you here on our show. I just got to add, last year was your first on SEC Network, correct?
Yep, correct.
Okay, so football players are, and I know you as a guy who was a team captain many more times than he wasn't for whomever he played at Auburn and in the NFL. You had to be somebody that devoured a lot of film. Did you watch film on yourself as an analyst after your first year?
Absolutely. I watch it. When the show is over, I'm watching it the next day on Sunday. Like there's no way possible for you to get better. It's just you can't get better. Like, period. Anybody can tell you anything, and you can walk around with that fake enthusiasm and think, oh, yeah, I've conquered this. No. Like, it was times to where I cringed, or you want to, like, man, I wish I had that one back. But it's the evolution, and it's a process. So, for me, I treat it the same way. I treat the analyst part the same way as I treat the game of football when I played.
Only way to get better and be coachable. Hey, Takeo, I know we got to let you go.
Thank you for your time. Yeah.
Thanks for stopping by. It was a lot of fun.
All right, guys. Talk later.
That's Takeo Spikes, former Auburn linebacker, longtime NFLer. And, hey, Matt Jones, he's an MJ fan.
Hey, well, I'm a Takeo Spikes fan. He was tough as nails. And, Phil, it was so awesome hearing him talk about fits and talking about that I formation to the shotgun and how much it changes what they have to get used to. I love hearing the defensive side of the ball, because the offensive, we're trying to beat the defense. The defense is trying to beat the offense. So you kind of go in this chess game back and forth, and he was one of the best to ever do it.
You guys did play against each other It was 2006, November 26th. Jacksonville lost to Buffalo 27-24.
I had a touchdown, though.
You had a touchdown in that game.
I told you I thought I would, yeah.
He did not tackle you in that game.
I was on the outside a lot that game. Yeah, I was on the outside. Yep. That was a weird Bills Mafia. That was a weird game. Definitely had a weird feel to it. We could have won that game, but a one-score game, yeah, they had the better of us that day.
You heard one of the things he said. It seemed that the defense was a little bit confused where and how to
getting
line
lost
up.
with their eyes. They're asking to do too much, and he brought that up. Coach Williams is not. You can't ask players to play outside. You got to be a little uncomfortable, but you can't ask them to do things they can't do.
I'll tell you one thing we can do. Let's take a break in just a moment. Grant Hall will join us for his usual Wednesday hit. It is Wednesday, and it means it's Nacho Average Wednesday at Joe's Grilling Cantina. Here's what you get. $1 off all nachos, $1 off all beers, draft, and bottles. Plus, try the new ballpark-style pork nachos. Tomorrow is Throwback Thursday. They'll have a rotation of classic Tex-Mex dishes you've enjoyed for years at Joe's, and, of course, ultimate margaritas. That's Joe's Grilling Cantina. You'll get the best service in town from the friendliest folks. Giant TVs all around the restaurant, patio dining, and live music at 3400 South 74th Street across from Harps and Ford Smith, joesfordsmith.com, and their Facebook page for daily specials. That's Joe's Grill and Cantina. Stay with us. After the break, it's Grant Hall on Halftime.
BetOnline is your #1 source for all your betting needs. Get the latest odds, lines, and matchup reports for baseball, boxing, golf, and more. BetOnline continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino and card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use our promo code BELIEVE, that's BLEAV, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet online, where the game starts.